So there was a crazy online auction. It was posted on the Ham, which kind of was a bummer because it let the world know, but whatever. There was an online auction that was posted. We're here in New Jersey, and this guy had like his own private junkyard, and it literally like was organized like a junkyard inside, which we'll walk around. And I bid on a bunch of stuff, but a lot of stuff went for good money, as it should. And but I bought some mystery lots just for fun, like I like to do, and I brought Mike and George along. We're gonna see what we find, and we're gonna check out. I bought a pile of frames with like a banjo rear, and I don't know what was in it. I'm hoping there's a Mercury frame for my Swamp Mercury. We will see.
Let's take a walk. Let's see what's back here.
But there was all kinds of like piles of rears.
There's a cut up
wagon roof. Somebody bought this whole lot with like all these tabs, which is kind of cool. It's like I like these mystery lots. So there was like all these truck cabs, and they got the back half of some kind of humpback
roofs.
All these roofs and stuff that were included.
There's a Mustang roof there.
Wish we could get a truck. We might be able to sneak through. Anyways, so over in here, I think is my mystery lot with all these frames.
Oh yeah, there's a Ford X member there.
So I spotted a Ford X member in the back of the photos, and there's definitely one right there.
Still got the gas. Look at that gas tank. It's still good to use.
Gas tank on it, and it looks like there's another frame there, but I'm not sure. It's torched up. So there's a bunch of frames. So let's look. I actually am dying to see. Now I'm looking. It looks like there's 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So we might be in trouble here.
Good thing we didn't bring a trailer.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Some of these are really rot. This one's rotted. And so is that one. So we might do a little Sawzall action and just take the X sections out.
The back half of a Corvette. In front of.
That's. I wonder if I got that lot.
Look at that. It's rough. It's super rough,
it's super
but it's
bad.
fun.
I don't want that. But
come on, let's take it. It'll fit in the truck.
I think this was a separate lot. That probably was a no sale. But
bunch of wheels.
Anyways,
let's go see what we got inside and take a look at the craziness.
All right, so this place is pretty crazy. A bunch of bead roller stuff.
Did you see back here?
Yeah, I was bidding on some of this stuff. It's just like neat stuff everywhere.
Ball pins.
Grade 8 hardware.
Yeah.
I bid on a lot of this stuff, but alas, I didn't want to bid. All right.
Is that a 39 Merc or 39?
No, it's 37.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's in great shape.
Yeah.
So I bought this lot that was leaned against the 32 grill. But the 32 grill technically wasn't with it, but I took a gamble, so I got this grill, which is still really nice. So for the money, it was
worth it.
We will go to the back corner here. Got a mystery lot of transmissions. So transmission lot, Eagle Eyes, 37 LaSalle with the 50 olds or Cadillac bell housing. Yeah. I got parts for this to put together. That bell housing's like gold, and so's the case.
Yeah,
so that was the. Oh, it was in a 48 to 52 pickup at some point, but this is 37 LaSalle with the rear bell housing. So that was my main item I saw.
What else is back there?
I don't know what this is worth, but we're gonna take it probably. Oh, 6-cylinder Mustang. But there was open drive,
Side shift.
side shift, tail housing sections.
46 Ford pickup.
Yep.
Or 48.
That's probably those problems. But it's all this stuff.
Ooh,
Shifters.
I need one of those.
Do you?
Remember, my Trans doesn't have one.
Oh, well, maybe we'll give you a less nice one. There's another one. Shifter with the... Oh yeah, this is what I spotted. There's a bunch of these.
Yeah.
With the tops.
Oh, look at that shift knob on that one.
Where?
Someone like painted it.
Oh yeah, that's cool. There's another one. That's 39.
Yeah, that's a good
Double
one.
D10.
Yep.
That's a good one. See, I spotted some of this in the background. I went a little higher on the price because I knew there was a bunch of shifter tops.
Well, those are 2 top shift early Ford right there,
Yeah,
right?
there's another 39 shifter top out of a hot rod.
You want gloves, George?
There's another, that's an earlier one, but still,
Yeah.
just in shifter tops, it already paid for the whole lot. I knew it. Now, the transmissions, you couldn't really see what they were, so they may not be 39s, but I figured. Oh, no, I see one that might be. I've probably moved hundreds of early Ford flathead transmissions in my life. There's one. Yeah, these aren't 39s, but they're still good. This one's marked 39, but it doesn't have the right shift. This one's got double D10 top, so
Yeah.
I think I paid like $300 for this whole lot. I knew the LaSalle stuff and the shifter tops would pay for that, but if that's good, that's a home run. And
Yeah.
we just really did well.
So we gotta take all these out now.
Yeah, now what's these? Oh, another shifter with a broken top. Look how bent that is. That's killer.
That is rad.
It's actually really neat. Crude, but neat. You guys are earning your free
I'm just holding the camera.
lunch today.
Oh, he's buying lunch, George. Argentos?
I might take you to New Hope.
Ooh.
Take you to a fancy dinner. I can't afford that. I thought we were getting Red Lobster.
There's an exhaust fan over there. I'll grab your grill, Matt.
Alright. Car crafts. You know, if that's not even that old, those are good.
Look, they're all labeled.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
That sign was
That's
neat.
this is gonna be you and more little bucks than big bucks.
Yeah. There's all these Mercury fenders somebody got.
Yeah.
There's tons of Merc stuff. One of these lots had there's like Merc grills.
It's actually really nice.
39 Merc grills laying all around. There was a lot that had trunk lift in it too. A bunch of 41 Ford grills that came with that.
Oh, that Dodge truck.
I want to check this thing out.
It looks really solid.
Yeah, the guy that bought this was buying all the panels throughout the day because all the sheet metals was in different lots.
That kind of sucks having to piece the car together.
Yeah, and it's an old, you can tell it was all like hot rodded back.
It's got like a cream color on the firewall here.
That's probably factory. But it's got hanging pedals on it.
Pink. I wonder if that was like a rust.
Look, it's got side pipes.
Oh yeah.
The neat old, obviously was like a hot rod.
It's got a bunch of stickers on the side window.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Oh, those are cool. I love that torque bar sticker.
Mallory sticker's pretty dope too.
$586, so they probably are up here.
Yeah, there's 529.
on those beds.
I know.
Like Emmys.
No.
So 586. 586 is the one intake.
These are 590s.
Maybe they have a little waist and a grill, all kind of.
What is 950?
950 was just a black 39 Mercury hood, just by itself.
Sorry, man. $950. That's a grill and a bunch of bones. Hey, right here. Is that the Mercury hood right there? 39 Merc.
Yes, that is
Holy
it.
shit.
That'll be fun. We found the hood, and that was $993.
So that means the other stuff should be.
So the hood's, we can see it at least. It's way back there. That black hood.
So 950 is likely going to be over here.
Dude, look at all the garnish molding. Jesus.
Want me to back up? Yep. Good. If you can keep going. Yep. I mean, it's gotta be repainted, but.
Just watch your foot on all that shit there.
See, Mike, you're still slightly hurt, so you can just be our.
Just eyes and ears.
You're our OSHA rep.
Hold on. Okay, go.
I'm good now, so you just gotta push it back. All right.
That's one out.
You right? Yep. Just tell Mike to stay over there, and I'll start sliding you stuff. And then...
Well, hold on. Let me see what you bought.
Oh, okay. All right, so we got this old Cougar grill, which is kind of cool. It's actually in good shape. Not my thing, but we're gonna take it with to try and sell. And then back here is a whole pile of bumpers. But why I bought this is
Oh, yeah.
49 Plymouth bumpers, but what I saw right here, 37 DeSoto ripple bumper
Yeah.
hiding in there. I'm hoping there's another one. That might be it right there, actually. I'm not sure. So we're gonna pick and choose the stuff I want, but there's a bunch of Plymouth bumpers in here, and we'll get the good stuff out and leave the rest for the scrappers. 68 Cougar. What's up?
I said that was nicely cut out.
They torched the pan off.
Yeah.
Left it on, which is better than messing the car up.
True.
Bumper. Right?
There should be all of them, I think.
Just the pan, right?
What? I think there's 2 more on the shelf.
Oh yeah, we'll grab them for you
What?
too.
Yeah. Nice, you documenting it?
Yep. Yeah, we just. What we'll do is here, stack this one to the side, stand this one up.
They're not long.
So, I bought this whole back corner of nonsense. But what I saw was Lots of Ford front axles that were on here first, and they threw all the scrap metal on top. So there's all those.
Baling wire.
Yeah, if we need baling wire, we're in business. Jerry cans. You get a jerry can. You get a jerry can.
Beer can. Beer
Old
keg.
lawnmowers. 9-inch center sections.
Oh, there's three kegs.
Oh, look at all these rears.
There's stuff
Jesus.
everywhere.
So
Good lord. All right.
we're gonna take the stuff I really want.
There's a bike back there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There's some neat stuff.
Let's start
So do we
unstacking.
wanna... All right, so we dug out some of these rears here, and I saw this one right here. I spotted instantly, and it's got the big ribs like a Pontiac, the big Pontiac Olds rear ends, and we found 1, 2, 3
Right there.
there, and then we found an empty housing as well. So
These things are going to be heavy.
they're gonna be kind of heavy, I think, but we gotta get them out, get them in some gassers.
And all this junk removed.
Yeah. You know it's good stuff when you're leaving like 9-inch rear housings behind. Because you're in space.
You bought a lot of junk.
Yeah, and the tailgate won't show. We miscalculated. After everything was packed.
Happens when you buy 9 inches.
I didn't want anything.
And Oldsmobile rears.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll work. That's alright. Just don't get behind us.
Yeah.
You just gotta get out of the fancy area where they ticket you for doing stupid stuff. Get into the country where this is normal.
Who knows? I'm ready for lunch.
I need my farm tag so that they don't bother you. Something's moving here.
Let's pull the rear up in.
Yeah, you're good right there. Don't cut it off fire. That's just the whole from flying. Here's another one.
Here we go.
Bunch of goodies. And your grill, Oldsmobile, flathead intake. This is all 2020 challenge, right?
It is actually, which is great, but it's gonna be a slow burn.
I'm gonna go grab one of those kegs and I'm gonna drive home with it on my lap, so it'll be my 20. It's free. It's your scrap.
It is.
George, can you put another keg on your lap? Help me out, man. I need all the help I can get.
Rear.
I'll give you the whole back seat if you want it.
Yeah, there you go. They have to hold the wishbone. Go ahead.
Always does. Only 9 more axles to go.
So, here we are.
Let's give everybody a rundown on what you bought.
So,
Let's start back here with this random stuff.
we left some stuff behind. I'm sure there's going to be some internet experts that are going to tell us how we left a lot of money on the table, but I only brought a truck because I only wanted to bring home stuff that I could use. The stuff's going to get used. They'll probably end up auctioning off the stuff that people leave behind. So I bought that huge scrap pile. We saved as much as we could, but a lot of it was like, there was just so many 9-inch housings and stuff that I could only take so many. So a couple speed parts I got. So I bought this Olds intake just basically because it was cheap, and I'm going to probably resell it. I have the same one on my Olds. It's going to go in the Schroll 32. It was a good deal, so I figured I'd buy it and I can either resell or trade or whatever. So if anybody's interested in a 3.2 Olds intake, if not, I'll probably take it to Carlisle and put it up for sale or one of the swap meets. Got this Edelbrock Super dual intake. I actually was the backup bidder, and the bidder that won it never paid. So the auction company called me and said, hey, do you want it? So I paid for it on the spot, and we picked it up, and now I own it. A couple little odds and ends that we got that was in the scrap pile. I got this little mini keg, just a swap meet fun thing to sell.
Yeah, it's an Anheuser-Busch.
Nothing real old, but it was just something kind of fun. We got some of these old Jerry cans that I'll probably just give away to friends. I might keep one for myself. This is Kate's prize that she doesn't know about yet. We were gone all day doing stuff, but she likes to garden, so I got her this neat old vintage tin gardening thing that she'd probably buy at a flea market. And we paid $1 for the whole lot that was all the rears and all this stuff because it was listed as old gas cans and scrap metal. So
trans behind you.
Oh yeah, so this I bought a trans lot that I could kind of tell was some decent stuff. So this came in it. This is an open drive column shift trans, so it was out of a truck, but all the guts will actually swap over. So I sell these rear tail shaft sections all the time, but if the gears are good in it, we can take all of them out.
You just sold one on eBay or on Instagram.
Yeah, I just sold one the other day on Instagram, and people were mad because it sold so fast. I'm like, I have tons.
IronTrap finds. Join Instagram. It's the best thing you'll ever do. Oldsmobile housing stock.
Oh yeah, so we didn't know this stuff. We didn't make this. This wasn't something we made up, but I bought the whole pile. I knew there was early Ford axles underneath, and that was kind of like I knew it was a good deal. Then when we started unloading it, we found all these rear ends underneath, but we found these Olds Pontiac rear ends that you see quite often were used on the real serious drag cars and front engine dragsters and all that stuff back in the day. These were like the best rears you could put in because they were the strongest. Guys still make some parts for these and you can rebuild them. They are very desirable, very hard to find. And I was really surprised that we found one that was in the pile. Then we started digging, we're like, oh, there's another one. Oh, there's a housing. Oh, there's another one. So now we have 3 Pontiac Olds rears, big beefy ones. I might keep one for myself just to have because I never know what I'll want to build. Maybe
a front engine dragster.
Or a Willys maybe someday. So, but there's 2 more here, so I'm going to probably sell those off. The extra housing I'll probably also sell off. So that was great. Front axles, we got a ton of different front axles. This was what I had seen in the underneath all the junk. So we have a variety of them. Most of them are juice brakes. I think the one in the back was like a 37 with mechanical brakes, but it's got the wide 5 drums on it. Obviously the axle and wishbone is good.
Spindles will still work for juice brakes.
Yeah, so it's got the round back spindles. We got a few sets of those here. So the rest of them are all juice brakes. So we have a bunch of juice brakes. That's kind of stuff I'm selling all the time. We sell them. People ask for them all the time. So I'm always buying them. And we will heat and disassemble the axles and sell the parts off, which is great. And they can go and get used on hot rods. The axles I'll usually sell off to the guys that are heating and dropping the axles. I'll sell them for cheap to those guys, and then they drop them and resell them and make a couple bucks too. So then in the back we have some rear end housings. I think we grabbed a couple of 9 inches.
2 of them.
2 of them. I think one's a big bearing housing, which is worth a couple bucks to somebody, the right person. We didn't take all of them. There were some small bearing housings and stuff. We ran out of space basically. Energy too, but mainly space. The transmission pile, we have a bunch of shifters and stuff. There's some scattered over there. We got a whole bunch of shifter tops, which are good because sometimes I get transmissions without the tops or just the shifters. This is something I'm saving for me. This is a 37 LaSalle housing with the bell housing. It has some shifter parts left in it. Those are really hard to find, and I just recently in Delaware bought a couple of side shift Cadillac LaSalle transmissions, and with some line boring you can actually put all the guts of those in these. So I think I have enough parts to put a few LaSalle transmissions together, which is great when I get time.
Bumpers, yeah, so a bunch of transmissions. We got 139 trans, I think, right there
out of the pile. It has the double detent top on it. I didn't open it up. We won't know what it's going to look like in the auction. So I think I paid like $300 for the lot that had all the transmissions in it, and all the shifter tops, which to some people may seem like a lot, but like there was like single 39 transmissions that were going for like $300 or $200.
That's worth it.
But this just having this LaSalle was worth it. I kind of had a feeling I knew there was an open drive trans. So all in all, it's not too bad. Bumpers. We had a stack of bumpers. We actually left a lot of bumpers behind that were like rusty and junky, and I've been doing this for a while, so I kind of pick and choose the stuff at these sales. A lot of times you leave the stuff behind, and the scavengers or the scrapper guys will take them. The auction company said they're going to re-auction everything left behind, so somebody else can buy that stuff. I didn't need all the random just rusty, bent, twisted bumpers, whatever. So these are the only ones I took. A lot of Plymouth bumpers. There was this one 37 DeSoto ribbed bumper that I'm not sure if I'm going to keep or sell. Haven't decided yet. I may just sell it just to keep moving. I paid, I don't know, I forget for that lot.
Wasn't it $100?
It might have been $100
with your Mercury or Cougar grill.
Yeah, with my Cougar grill, which was kind of like our
wild card.
So we got a full 68 Cougar grill with the Hideaway headlights that is complete with the motors, the headlights, everything was in here. It is super heavy.
Ungodly heavy.
I didn't realize how heavy these were, but it's got the full setup. So I kind of glanced on eBay ahead of us picking it up and saw that there was guys asking a lot of money for these. So obviously we didn't want to leave it behind. I'm going to sell this. You guys won't see me building a Cougar in my lifetime. My wild card lot with this grill, unfortunately the 32 grill that was pictured with this, the reason I bought this lot, was sold. So they said that the person that owned the property had taken some stuff and set it aside, so this was leaned against the grill that unfortunately I guess he kept. It was nowhere to be seen. I didn't get it, but I paid $100 for this grill. It's actually really straight original grill, and other than just some surface rust and paint loss, it's actually in pretty nice shape. So I might just hang this on the wall for now, but if anybody has a need for one of these, I'd be happy to pass it along. I kind of lost out thinking I'd get a 32 grill.
For $100? For
$100 with this grill, and I didn't. So I don't need it. But anyways, more shifter tops. And yeah. Oh yeah, hood.
The only thing you really bought.
The only thing I actually needed. Don't
hit that too hard. A bunch of stuff just fell out from under the car.
And bees flying out. So the 37, there was a ton of 37 Mercury stuff there.
39.
Crap. There was a ton of 39 Mercury. I forget what I own now. There was a ton of 39 Mercury stuff that was in the auction because the guy liked that. A lot of it went for pretty good money or was mixed in with other parts that were worth more. So I couldn't buy everything I wanted, but I did get a single 39 Mercury hood that is actually in really nice shape. I paid like $100 for it.
And what's great is like the trim that you're missing, this has.
Yeah, so this hood is just, it's usable, but it's kind of rough. And actually the hood hinge area has started to disconnect like on the 39 Forgotten Hot Rod. And it gets hard to get that back into shape. So with me wanting to make this car someday, maybe nice, I decided to buy a hood. So this is a great jump start. So I got a hood, I got fenders. So
how much did you pay for the hood? $100?
I think I paid $100 for it, which I would have spent way more than $100 in labor straightening that. So
so all this was 2020.
Yes, all this was 2020, and I'm going to sell 99.9% of it. I don't think I'm going to keep a lot. Like I said, I might keep one of the Olds rears just because they're very hard to find. So we'll put a total of what Matt spent. We got to sit down and add all of it up. Yeah, I forget what the heck I spent. So we'll put all that down below, subtract a few items that he's keeping. Yeah, I'm only going to keep like 1 or 2 items, and then the rest of it will go down the road and keep moving. And it was fun to grab this stuff. I ended up buying a lot of the like junk piles. The pile with the frames and the rear end was a total bust. I spent like $30 on it. The frames were rusty, and I just didn't have the energy to cut the X sections out. And then the rear, when we were moving it, the rear was broken. We were rolling the rear, and the drive shaft wasn't turning, and something didn't feel right. So and we pretty much did not have room. We didn't have room for it, so I ended up leaving it behind because it was like broken. The wheels were rusty. It just wasn't worth the hassle. So scrapper guys will get that. Make sure that $30 comes off your 2020 total. This whole lot, but I'm gonna make it back. It doesn't matter. Just making sure you're staying honest. Doesn't matter. So anyways, that was our pile. That was a fun adventure. That's another one of these online auctions. This was a well-publicized one. We saw a lot of familiar faces there. I was still able to score a couple of deals, even though the bidding was pretty fierce in some of the stuff. The Oldsmobiles rear were hilarious. People were like, where did those come from? As we're wheeling them down through. Yeah, they had one that sold in another lot. There was like 3 rears, and it went for pretty good money. 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't remember. A lot more than $1. So it ended up working out really well that we found like 3 or 4 of them, and people were like, wait, where did they come from? So that was a nice surprise and a win. But honestly, the bread and butter juice break stuff and all that was well worth it. So that was a fun little trip that we took to Jersey to pick up some stuff, and just keep an eye on the IronTrap finds, and also on our eBay page, because we'll be listing some of this stuff for sale and having it find new homes. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you later. Have fun.